not moving out. Honey, I know how upset you are.
Oh, I'm way beyond upset.
Then let's talk about it.
There's nothing left to say. My father is dead, and my mother has no problem dating the man who set it in motion.
All right, that is a gross oversimplification, and you are smart enough to know that. Honey, what happened to your father was beyond tragic. But your father is the one that chose to
Mom, he wouldn't have been in that jail cell if it weren't for your boyfriend.
Okay. I know that you are grieving for your father. But I am too. All right? We had our differences, but we also had you. So I would appreciate it if you wouldn't treat me like the enemy.
Julian is the enemy. And Dad would have proved himself innocent if he'd had half a chance.
Your father was so desperate to run that he grabbed a gun from a log.
No, I'm not going to sit across from the man who framed my father and watch you pour his coffee and swallow his lies every morning. I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
Sam's. At least she doesn't take bull from anyone.
Of course. Has Sam asked you to move in with her? No, she hasn't.
She'll understand why I can't stay here.
Honey, Julian is Sam's father.
Who she didn't even know a year ago. Sam may not believe me when I tell her Julian is guilty, but she will understand why I can't stand to be around him.
Honey, please think about this.
I have thought about it. You're the one who's not thinking.
Molly, wait.
And look who's here.
Molly!
Who's on the phone, Julian? The real boss?
Lucas.
Molly, what's going on?
I can't live with Mom anymore, so I'm moving in here.
What happened?
Julian is your father, but he was running drugs.
No, actually, the police said that was Rick.
Only because that's what Julian told them, but he could have lied. He could have manufactured the evidence.
Molly!
I know what I know. And my father was not a drug dealer or a mob boss, and I'm not gonna stay in that house and pretend to be okay while Mom buys every lie he's selling.
Okay, look, I know this is difficult.
It's difficult for you, too. Julian is your father, and you want to believe the best of him, but think about it, okay? My father was gone for 5 years. He was in LA practicing law. Your father, I'm sorry, but he's been lying since he came to Port Charles. He lied about who he was, he tried to take over Uncle Sonny's territory, and that is how a mobster acts, which is exactly what Julian is, a mobster. And if he actually does have some mystery boss, which I seriously doubt, there is no way it was my dad.
Look, I'm not gonna argue with you because I don't have any proof either way, but you are my sister, so it doesn't matter what our fathers did or didn't do.
I knew you'd feel that way. That is exactly why I'm here.
Molly, you are not 18 yet. Mom can force you to go home.
Not if you say it's okay for me to stay here. You don't even know that I'm here until I have to unload the dishwasher or watch Danny for free. And you'd be doing Michael a huge favor.
How would that work?
Well, if you won't take me in, Michael is my next stop, and he'll say yes. Michael always comes through for me. But Mom will freak out and go to Uncle Sonny, which will get Carly involved, and the next thing you know, all of them are in this huge fight about who is the better parent and what are acceptable limits.
Yeah, that sounds dire.
Mom thinks Uncle Sonny's too dangerous and that Carly's too lenient, and look at all the terrible things that happen to Michael, but Mom is too controlling, and Christina rebelled.
Stop, please, I'm begging you.
You know I'm right. If you all let me stay, it'll cause a huge Sonny-Carly Momageddon.
Okay. Luckily, it won't need to come to that.
It won't?
You actually had me at Watch Danny for free.
So I can stay?
I know that what you're going through is really tough, so yes, you can stay for now. But under one condition.
Anything.
Call Mom. Talk to her. No matter what you think, she loves you.
Not enough to get rid of Julian. I want you to know how much I appreciate this. I realize you're going through a lot right now. What is going on with Silas and his wife?
You know, the good news is Silas and I are going out on a date tonight.
And the bad news?
I'm getting